The woman unexpectedly encountered the CEO she had secretly admired for 3 years. Her mind drifted back to their first meeting on her very first day at work. She had forgotten to bring her employee badge and didn't know how to get into the building. The CEO happened to appear at just the right moment, and she decided to follow him inside. However, things went wrong immediately when her sudden collision caused the CEO to fall to the ground. Everyone turned to look at the CEO, who stood up while trying to maintain his composure. Seeing he appeared unharmed, she hesitated about whether to apologize, but after deliberating for quite some time, she still couldn't bring herself to speak up. After everyone else exited the elevator, she realized only the two of them remained. After hesitating for a moment, she prepared to apologize to the CEO. However, when she turned around, she discovered the CEO had a nosebleed. The CEO continued acting composed, which impressed her greatly. As the CEO walked out of the elevator, her gaze followed him the entire way. Gradually, she developed a crush on the CEO. Watching the CEO argue his case with conviction against a superior made her even more captivated. Even seeing the CEO drinking water filled her eyes with affection. She found herself deeply drawn to the CEO's charisma, and his every action fascinated her. From that point on, she acted like a devoted fan, constantly keeping tabs on the CEO. Each time the CEO prepared to leave, she would secretly arrange his shoes neatly. On rainy days, she would discreetly place an umbrella on the CEO's desk. Finally, one day, she gathered the courage to apologize for knocking him down that day. The CEO didn't hold it against her and instead praised her bravery for admitting her mistake. However, her secret crush would have to be put on hold because the CEO was being transferred to the United States for 3 years. After the CEO's departure, she remained an ordinary weather forecaster. To achieve her dream of becoming an anchor, she followed her supervisor's every instruction and eagerly volunteered for all departmental tasks. One day, her supervisor assigned her and a colleague to travel to the United States together. On the plane, she encountered a very handsome man and began daydreaming about him again. She nearly followed the wrong person off the plane, but fortunately her colleague stopped her in time. The CEO came to pick them up, but before she could speak with him, she was pulled away to the filming location. The director asked the CEO to get his makeup done first. After waiting for quite some time, the CEO was surprised to see her arrive instead of the makeup artist. The CEO felt somewhat helpless and asked her to go call the makeup artist. To his surprise, she announced that she was the makeup artist. The CEO had no choice but to let her proceed. He then asked her to call the stylist, but when she left and returned carrying clothing, the CEO found the situation rather amusing. He realized that to save money, the supervisor had made her responsible for handling all the tasks.